Yay, we made it. We are live. Happy Halloween from Rome. And from where's Wonder Woman from again?
Um,
Macumba?
oh,
No.
she's everywhere.
Here's Rock, and here's Rocco.
Ah, hello, Mr. B.
He loves this. He
These
loves
dogs are like, what the hell? Never mind what you people are doing, but can I just show off Rock's little super pug? Super
awesome.
pug. He's got his cage. Yeah.
That's
My
Rock. Look at you, super pug.
it's a little super pug that's not very happy right now.
Yeah, Rocco's.
There we go. Hey, Rocco.
The bee is not very
How
happy.
cute. He's a perfect.
Do we have any comments and viewers? Oh my God, we have 3 viewers. That's awesome.
His face he looks miserable.
You owe me big time for this.
See, Rock's a little older, so it's a little more like whatever at this point.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocco.
Being a bee. Rocco, your bee hat keeps falling off.
We're doing crazy people things.
Yes.
Poor dogs.
Poor dogs. You okay, Rocco? You don't mind, do you? Here, I'll give you a treat. That'll make him happy.
So there's a thing about pugs. I don't know what it is. Aw. How cute.
Yep.
He's super shiny.
So, thank you for doing this, Rosie. I mean, Wonder Woman. This is fabulous. It's Halloween, and what better way to celebrate than to dress our pugs and our people and show them off. Rock, yeah, Rock. What are you, Rock? Did you have some kryptonite for breakfast? What's going on there, dog?
I put the kryptonite around my neck, and he would behave.
So you got Wonder Woman and Roman Dude, which my like walking.
Wonder Woman and Roman Dude. I was actually very happy to find this because I love what Wonder Woman stands for. So she's my girl. Yeah. Power, wisdom, grace. I'm all about all that.
That's perfect for you. So, and I was a Roman in a past life.
So. I think you were. Because you
even
have it tattooed on you.
I do. I got my SQR on there somewhere.
Yeah, which is like perfect.
Yeah. So yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, I think we're live. We're good to go. And we were going to talk a little bit after we torment our pugs. We were going to talk about card decks. I'm going to take my helmet off.
Hey, Rock.
Oh, God. Let me see the back. Let me see the back again. Does it really say Super Pug?
It really does. It really does. You see the thing? Yeah.
Rock's going to be a star.
So he's got it. It's attached. Yeah.
Perfect.
It says Super Pug. Yeah.
He is not happy. Oh, well. And it says Super Pug on his headband, too?
It says Super Pug on the headband. I was trying to figure out a way that, because, they're front-facing.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't see the back of the costume. You can't, depending on how I'm holding him. So I figured, let me see how I could do it. But,
right.
Yeah. I'm very, like, so I went in and they have so many dog costumes. But I went late and it seemed like all the good ones were gone. But I was thinking back when my kids were small and I would never buy a store-bought costume. That was like a sin.
Oh my God,
I would make everything. So I'm like, well, I have to continue the tradition and do that with my.
Yeah, because our dogs are our kids now that our kids are grown up.
That's it. Something like that. I swore I was never going to be that person, but I'm that person. I become that person.
Yeah. Well, but next year I'm shooting for mini pugs. See how that goes.
What you want more?
Yeah, but I may be living on the street if I get more, so we'll see what happens if I get kicked out. So anyway, we're so glad to do this. This is fun. Rocco is bored with the whole thing. He's yawning. He's not thrilled, but on a slightly more serious note, I wanted to chat with you about this cool stuff you've been doing with the cards and card decks.
Yeah. So we had a little side conversation about what it would look like if well, I think everyone should have one because I think they're so cool. That's my stand. Everyone needs a card deck for their business.
Yes.
They're just a super cool thing that people actually use.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been up to, kind of helping people teaching people how to do it themselves or doing it for people.
Mm-hmm.
Either way.
And I think in the days of digital everything and ebooks and email, like having a physical product, something that's tangible, that you can actually, you know, hold in your hand, is pretty cool. So I'm going to turn maybe this book into a card.
Well, okay, so we took, I fell in love with that book when I saw it. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like we're so digital. It's kind of like having a pug. Uh-oh. It's like having a pug in your hand.
Yes.
Something like that.
Yes. So, what do you think, Rocco? No? The helmet's got to go, but at least I have a little.
Oh, you have your Laurel on.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's so digital, we kind of lose a little bit of contact.
Mm-hmm.
And I find for myself too, if someone has, when I have have to go find something, like I wanted to see what someone said, or find a video that someone posted, or find a recipe that someone posted, or whatever. I don't remember where it was. I have to go through so many emails to find it, and so like a deck of cards to me is something that you have with you all the time, and you can you're almost carrying the person around with you, you know?
Yeah. And it stays with you, because like what you do and what Kelly Causey does with her cards is you can just pull a card. I mean, you can do 30 days, 50 weeks, right? So every day, you can, like you said, when you pull a card, that's content for a new day, and for your audience, you're giving them something a little bit new and different every day.
Right. And what I really liked was that I like it for video, because I see. Hi, Melissa. Melissa, you like the pugs?
Dueling pugs. Ebony and Ivory pugs.
And it's amazing they have similar names too. This is kind of interesting. But I think it goes really well with video, because people, I know even for me, and I do video, I love video, I do them all the time, but sometimes they're like, oh, what am I going to talk about? Oh shit, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And I can't really think about something to talk about. So I'm either rambling or talking about nothing, or I just say, the hell with it, I'm not going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought for you, like a perfect deck of, because I'm thinking for you now, see? I thought
think for myself.
Right, just in case you can't think for yourself, that a deck of cards that where you prompt people to have okay, Melissa wants to know, this is Rock.
Yeah, that's
Rocco, believe it or not.
Oh.
They're Italian dogs.
That's right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
They're from they're an Italian breed.
Absolutely, because my favorite food is meatballs. So.
There you go. A Rock actually will eat anything, so I don't know what that makes. But so imagine if you were doing videos and you can be prompted by something, and if you pull a card and you don't like that one, you're like, oh, I don't like that one, you can pull another one. So it just kind of always keeps you, like, if you don't have an idea, it kind of sparks an idea.
Yeah,
right in front of you.
Yep.
So I thought that was kind of cool. But then you had a cool idea, and you wanted to make a deck of cards that went along with your, what is it? FUPM series of books.
So that could work. That could be kind of fun, because it could almost be like one of those games like Crimes Against Humanity and stuff, where you pull a card and you have to see how many F's you have left to give. And so.
I like that, because you do talk about that, and like the whole idea of the game would be to get rid of all the cards.
You don't want to have any F's left to give, and the older you get, the fewer F's you have left to give. So
there you go. Well, I wonder if we can do a poll or something and see what people, like, even if they're watching the video later and you want to decide what kind of card deck would work best for, because Lou can't think right now, so we're all going to think for him. What kind of card deck would be good for Lou?
It's like, because I have so many ideas, I can't narrow it down to a single one.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's that's a huge problem for a lot of entrepreneurs. I think a lot of creatives.
Yeah.
I suffer from that all the time. But what I try and do is like, okay, what's the one that, what's the thing that feels the most fun for me,
Right.
or that's going to flow right through me,
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go ahead with that one first.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing. I mean, if you're going to be working on it for a while, and so I look at it more like a passion project. Like I could do 52 video ideas or an idea a week for video, but I've done that so many times. I feel
Right.
like, the animation and the fun part of this, or the illustration part, kind of speaks to me more. And
Yeah. And then the thing with that, Lou, is that like, so for anyone with a business, right?
Mhm.
That gives you something to talk about on video, because then you could say, oh, let me see what I'm not going to give up about today. Or, when it leads to a whole topic, a whole conversation of, what you would like, that really leads into a deep stuff.
Yeah. So, and for anybody just joining us, it's Halloween, so we're dressed up our pugs and our people. Rocco's a bumblebee, and Rock is Super Pug.
Well, I mean, we might dress like this. I've seen you dress up even when it wasn't Halloween, Lou.
It's true.
Just saying. So, I mean,
I love Halloween because I get all my costumes for I think I see something at Walmart. Oh, there's a doctor thing. I'm going to do a video isn't brain surgery skit. I just think of the stuff. So, but same with the cards. It's an idea generator. I mean, it's just
right.
a source of what do I talk about today?
It's a source of like quick little bite-sized golden jewel nuggets of content, right? Mm-hmm. That you can elaborate on, or at least like engage with,
right?
Have take action on. And so that's why I think it's really cool. Look at this guy. He's half. We're not sure what he's doing. It's like he's sleeping while with his eyes open.
He's happy.
Buddy. It's too funny. But I love your background. Now, how did you do that?
It's just a piece of vinyl that I put up for the occasion. It's just another one of those fake backgrounds.
It's super cool.
And I figured that, I can't go to Rome this week, so I'll just
it works.
Tape up the $10 background and I'm good to go. So hold on, let me take this banner off here. So I'm trying to figure out what to narrow it down to. What are some other students of yours, because you do a whole course on this?
Oh my God. So in my course, it's so fascinating to me. Everyone is doing such different, interesting things. Look at this dog. Oh, Melissa's saying make a different card for each passion.
Yeah, I could do a flavor video. Oh, that's right. Great idea.
Melissa. Okay, so let me tell you about Melissa. Is a content. She helps people with their content, and she always has great ideas. As a matter of fact, she's the one that told me I should be the queen of card decks.
Oh wow, that's great, because that's a great.
So I do have CBD oil for Rock, but I swear I didn't give it to him this morning, but it does look like I did. He's like out of it. But so I like that idea of the different flavors.
Rocco, this costume's cutting off my circulation. Can you take it?
You could hardly see Rocco's face.
I know, it just blends in with the scenery. So,
Rocco.
There's something in video called catch light. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. This is a real thing. But a catch light is when the light catches your eyes and reflects off your eyes. It's a little bit harder when you have glasses or when you're far away from the camera. But in the movies, that's a trust thing. If people see that little light in your eye, and they literally, and this is a Hollywood thing, but they literally, if there's a bad guy, they make sure that he doesn't have a catch light, so his eyes are dark. So Rocco must be a bad guy.
And now, what do you do that? Just by changing the angle of the camera?
Yeah, changing the angle of the lights. And
so we want to make sure when we're doing our videos that we have some sparkle going on.
Yep.
So we look believable and lovable and all that, right?
Yeah. Oh, Melissa says thank you. So she came up with the Queen of Card Decks?
She called me queen. You should be Queen of Card Decks. And I'm like, oh, yes, I do. Yes, I will. And let me buy that domain. So
what is people doing with their card decks?
Yeah, so we have in there's a woman that's making equestrian. She does equestrian therapy.
Oh wow, yeah.
So she's making a deck,
Yeah.
That. There's a sleep coach. So she helps people have better sleep habits.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing a really wonderful deck. There's someone that does Akashic Records. She's doing a deck. Someone that helps people write their own book. She's doing like a writing prompt deck.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a 52. It can be kind of any number of cards that you want to create.
I mean, you could do whatever. Some people are inspired by a certain number or have a favorite number they want to do. But then a lot of people want to go to 52 because they figure 52 a year. But, 52, like you have 52 weeks, you might pull one a week or something. I know. It's very hard to concentrate on the important knowledge that we're emanating. These guys sitting here. We sit here in crowns.
I know.
I kind of think I might want to wear this every day. I'm just saying. Maybe people would I'll be more respected in the world.
When I come to New York to visit you, I'll wear my toga and we'll see how that goes. I'll be arrested quickly.
Yeah.
If I can go to Times Square and be like Times Square Roman guy.
Oh, they have the guy in his underwear there. And I mean, so you'd fit right in. You could go stand there. And
when we had a baseball tournament in New York and we took like a whole team of, at the time they were maybe 14, 15 years old. And we went through Times Square and they had the painted nude ladies. And I'm like,
oh, that was great.
These 14 boys are getting an education.
I mean, you could stand there and actually people might give you money. I mean, I don't know. They might feel bad for you and they might hand you.
Yeah. I get the sympathy vote.
Something like that. Yeah. So here's the really interesting thing. It's so I really feel like it could be used for any business. And the thing is, there's so many ways to use them too. And that's the other fun part. So it's not about just direct sales. Like, oh, people are going to buy my decks. I'm going to make $1 million. Like, it's really the same way with the book. It's the leverage that it gives you.
It's another way to get your message out.
Right. And yeah. So, I mean, I like Melissa's idea, and I like the idea of having the cards that go along with your little book set, your fun satirical books.
Yes.
So in that satire, you can really be getting a really good message out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I have tons of ideas. I think I just got to focus and sit down and do it.
Yeah. And one of the ways to do that too is just to see what would be the things that you would be talking about, and see, you might just all of a sudden come up with 50 things might just pop out.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you figure out, well, what is the, how do you want to play this game? How do you want people to actually engage with them and stuff like that?
Yeah. I know, because I was even thinking of like 50 ways to say F you, pay me, or something like that, because I even talked to somebody else today that was having a hard time with.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge, you did a great webinar on that at a seminar we were at, and it seemed like jovial in the beginning. I mean, it was fun. It was entertaining, but underlying that is something that I think most entrepreneurs, Rock and Rocco need their own decks too, in different outfits. Underlying that is a deep, deep message about 52 costumes for a podcast. But there's a deep underlying message.
Yeah.
Like how we, either we're afraid to ask for what we're worth, or whatever. Like, there's just so much around it. We don't know how to charge what we're worth.
Yeah, a lot of mindset stuff when it comes to
a lot
value, and especially if you're self-employed or an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like, how much to charge for this? It's like, and you almost always undercharge. So
I mean, so now this just popped into my head. You actually could do a great deck that goes along with that brand.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa likes that 52 ways to say F you. But you could have that as 52 ways to say F you with the image on the front, and then on the back, actually deep, like, okay, well, what is it that I need to work on here for why I can't ask? Or how can I ask in a different way? Or how can I, so giving them like something that they can actually work on around that piece of how to price things and how to do.
Yeah. And again, it comes down to having a physical product that you can actually
product.
How long does it take? Like if you say, okay, here's my design, and then they give it to you, and you like send it to a printer or whatever. I don't know how that
Yeah,
works.
well, with Kelly, well, I have my favorite printers that I like, and people that I know that do it. You know, where you just have to print once. You don't have to make a big investment, which is super cool. One at a time or whatever.
Right.
And well, what was the question? I got myself distracted.
Time it takes.
Oh, time. So, like with Kelly's deck, we literally turned that deck around in 3 weeks because she knew like exactly what she wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
And she also had like one design that she wanted for all the cards. So it really depends on how much work. If you have like different fronts, you could have different fronts, or just all the same front, then it would take less time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really take that long once you you know, we could turn it around. You can have it for New Year's.
That's great. And design, like if people aren't designers, what do they do? You point them in the right direction for that?
In my course, I actually show people how to set up their card design using two free tools.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be done.
Yeah.
And also, there's so many ways to get people that, to find people online that do work at a reasonable, for a reasonable rate. And there's different people that will collaborate with you and stuff like that. And then, of course, there's always the option of like hiring me.
Yes.
You just say, Rosie, I want a card deck. Here's my concept. Here's my content. And I use my superpowers. And I whip you out a card deck because I actually see things in like bite size. It's funny because my boyfriend would say, I see things like everything is just in small digestible bites. Like even he calls me like a short order cook, even though I cook healthy, but I do everything. Like I don't make problems and drama out of like things to be long and drawn out to get something good. So I kind of see things that way, which is why it's not like a surprise to me that this is what I'm doing now.
Yeah, that's a good idea because a lot of people I see the big picture and I can't break it down, and then I get too overwhelmed and then I don't do it.
Yeah, and then a lot of people get caught in, it's not going to be good enough. I don't know what to say and things like that. So, yeah.
So breathing heavily. I don't know if you can hear him.
He's like, I've had just enough of this now.
He's
did he wiggle out? He wiggled out.
And actually, I got this costume from when he was a little thinner.
Someone's been eating.
Well, pugs.
The thing about pugs, they don't know when to stop eating.
No, they're completely motivated by food.
Now, how old is Rocco?
7 or 8, maybe.
All right, so Rock is going on 15.
Oh my gosh, Rock, that's awesome.
So yeah, isn't that awesome? So he really just enjoys sleeping.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Good for you, Rock. Good for you.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Awesome.
My little buddy boy.
Cool. Well, we'll get this wrapped up here and go back. But I'm so happy that you did this Halloween thing for us. The other reason I wanted to do this live on Facebook was because I was doing the go live every day, and this is sort of the grand finale. So,
that's right, your grand finale.
So, I may still keep doing Facebook lives, but at least I don't. I don't feel like I have.
Can I ask you a question about that? Because I think sometimes people they'll start out and they stop, but do you notice a difference when you're showing up every day doing it?
Yeah, because it starts to feel funny when you don't do it. Like, oh shoot, I meant to do a thing today. Like I didn't really do it on the weekends as much, but I noticed I have things pop into my head that I want to talk about. Like you mentioned the other day, I remembered the really ancient video camera that my grandfather gave me.
I saw that. And I love that.
God, I just realized that I've been doing this since I was 8 years old because I had that little funny video camera.
Yeah. And that's not a surprise, right? Like when you're doing what you love, it's like you pretty much were doing it as a kid.
Yes.
To
figure that out. But yeah, so I like doing it every day. The other part about being relatively consistent is, you just have more visibility. You're just out there more and thanks.
And people are engaging with you.
Yep.
Us 4 are adorable. Hi,
Hey.
Luana.
What's Luana wearing?
Yeah,
Right.
so people actually, it's more like, and if people don't see it right away, they'll see it even a couple days later, right?
Yeah. So most of the other thing I found was that 2/3 of the views on Facebook Lives come after the live recording. So a lot of people, the majority of people will watch it after it's already happened. And then the other thing about things like this, StreamYard or Be Live, which are fairly similar, is that on this StreamYard platform, we can go to two places at once or more. But like right now, I'm going to my Facebook profile page and to my Facebook Go Live Every Day page.
That's awesome. And that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to share this on my page. Darn it.
Well, you can still do it later on.
I'll just
And then, I mean, it's obviously it's Facebook, so it kind of, eventually it gets lost in the stream, but people could still find it and comment on it and interact with it. So it's a great way to do it. And honestly, for me, it's like the easiest kind of video to do because you just sort of show up and go.
Well, I feel like, so you've been doing this for a month, and I feel like every time I turn on Facebook, I see you somewhere. So I think that it does make a big difference.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to a client yesterday and she was like, oh my God, you're everywhere. I'm like, really?
Yes. And so there must be some kind of like, what do you call that? Where it's just from out there, and you don't even know what day it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, so she said, I couldn't find you on your page, Rosie, but I found you guys.
Good.
So that's because I forgot to share it, Melissa, but I don't know how she found us.
I'm glad you did. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah. But that's the other thing. I mean, you can make your Facebook Live like an event. Like when we said, oh my God, we're going to do a podcast, I did like a little thumbnail and, I could have created an event page because the more you promote it ahead of time, obviously the more buzz there is around it. You want to go get a drink of water, Rocco? Rocco's done, I think. So.
Yeah, and this one's kind of done too. All right.
Say bye, Rocco.
Bye, Rocco. Good boy, Rocco. Good boy. Say bye, Rocco. Bye.
All right. See you in a little while. Whew. Oh, and here's a. He shed the skin.
That's pretty funny.
So yeah, so I mean, the Facebook Live is the low-hanging fruit of video. I think it's easy to do. You can do it from your phone. Like this morning, I was messing around with all the Halloween filters. So it's just kind of easy. It's casual. It's whatever, and you can wear goofy costumes if you want.
Yeah, and you think there's any amount of time that you need to do a Facebook Live, or
Facebook says like 20 minutes. But honestly, it's whatever you feel like. I've done 2 minutes. I've done, but the longer you're on, obviously, the more people can sort of find your benefit. But I think 20 minutes is sort of the sweet spot.
We're sweet then. We got 27 minutes.
Yeah. Awesome.
It didn't even feel like that. So that's all good.
Well, time flies when you're trying to wrangle a pug. So
there you go. All right. So I think we got a lot out there.
Yeah. And thank you, Melissa and Lou. And I think Nicole popped in for a second. And
cool.
And
awesome.
Andy and let's see. Well, yeah, I think I'm still figuring out StreamYard. So I'm sort of navigating the whole dashboard while I'm doing that.
I hope to catch one of your videos one day because I can't figure out how to see how Melissa's popping up with the Facebook page. I can't figure out how to do that.
Yeah, on the right where it says comments, you can click on a comment and show it, and then click it again to unshow it.
Ah, okay. So you actually see people commenting, and you're doing that
over here on the screen, and then I click.
That's super cool. All right, you want to say goodbye, Rock? I think you're ready to go. Fly away.
Thank you for being super.
Okay.
Go save the world.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you so much for doing this.
Okay, this was fun.
Great to see you and Wonder Woman, and I appreciate your help with the card decks because I think that's a great way to share your message.
I think you're going to sell a lot of those FUPMs.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for this, and happy Halloween, and we'll catch you next time.
Ciao.
Bye, guys.